You can always add more to a painting, but you need to realize that the painting's already been done.
Great.
Like, at what day and moment was I was just like, I'm not doing this anymore.
Right.
I wish I could go back and kick that son of a bitch in the dick.
Whatever somebody's going through, like even the little things are things that like progressively get bigger. Like there's ways around it. There's ways to like go through it. There really is.
Everything has a consequence. Everything changes with every decision that you make.
This is me versus me. Well, I guess it's not going to work if it's behind people because they're going to be fixated on the screen.
Sorry, I was just watching.
It's fine. I was like, are we going to... It's recording.
Oh, that's fine.
So, what's up, buddy?
Not a whole lot.
Thank you for finally agreeing to this. Turn the shit off.
I just muted it.
I was like, you son of a bitch.
That's still in the 30-second time span.
for the listeners or the watchers, we have a third that is not cooperating. That's all right. If we had another mic, he'd be on. Another mic, another camera, another... You see the problem here?
Yeah.
It's
just more money.
Yeah, dude. I'll just get a loan. I'm done. I'm fucking over it. So, I was thinking about it while the intro was going. I don't even fucking know your last name, I don't think. So...
Should we start with that?
Yeah, well, tell the listeners your full name.
Okay. Let's start with that. So, are we talking middle names or like whole shebang?
First and last.
First and last. All right, Tristan Smith.
Tristan. Oh, we did. I didn't fucking know that.
You did?
Dude, yeah, you told me.
Did I?
We were at the concert, and you were like, I could be related to him.
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah. We were all a little drunk. It's fine.
Some more than others.
Yeah.
You know. A third listener.
Where? Well, I know we've talked about your state's situation quite a bit too, but I don't follow. Where are you actually from?
Washington.
Well, you were born in Washington.
I was born in Spokane, Washington.
Okay. You've been back and forth quite a bit.
From
here to there?
Hell no.
No, just
Nope.
once?
I helped my buddy move down. And I moved down a week later.
No shit.
Straight up.
Why? I mean...
You know, I lived in the same spot for 18 years and I want to try something new.
Fair enough.
You know, you can't... I don't know. I don't know how people do that. I don't know how people...
I felt that way quite a bit about this place. But it almost, like, keeps getting more interesting.
Well, it's growing. It's not...
Dude, it's changing so fast, like, I can't keep grips on it.
Well, where I'm from, it's a little small town,
Mm-hmm.
population 500.
Okay, that makes
It doesn't
almost
grow.
sense. Yeah.
The only thing that grows are the wheat fields.
I got to experience a little bit of that in Iowa.
Really?
Yeah. It was only for like a year and a half, but I got a pretty good fucking taste of winter. That was cool. Do you guys get snow up there?
Oh, we get... Well, it really depends on the year.
Okay.
And up there, it's actually pretty weird. So if you have a dry spring and a dry fall, that next winter is going to be hard. It's going to be a hard, cold winter.
You can predict it like that?
Oh, yeah. Seriously.
Oh, wow.
It's weird. And if it's wet, the winters aren't that bad. But it's...
Lots of rain, though, right?
See, where I'm from, it's not. We only got, on an average, 8 inches of rain a year.
Sounds about like here. Well, not fucking recently.
Seriously.
We've been getting our ass kicked recently.
But, like, over on the West Coast side, they get rained on all the time. It's once you come over that pass, it's not as bad.
It's like the one thing I remember about, like, Seattle and shit like that is everybody's constantly bitching about the rain.
Right.
I probably shouldn't speak like that about the people that live in Seattle. I'm sorry. I don't know if it does. I've never been there.
I have family that lives over in Seattle.
Yeah.
And every single time I went over there, we had maybe a half a day of sun, and the rest was rain.
So, like, the gray feeling is, like, super real there.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
And that's kind of one of like a reason why I moved down here was because up there it's always so
He just looks at me.
it's always so dark and gray, especially I mean falls. They're long dark days, and you only have 3 months where it's actually sunny, and the rest of the time you feel like you're depressed. So it's like
That was definitely one of the craziest things about living in a place that has actual weather. Was like how little you saw the sun,
right.
and I think it probably fucked with me a little bit too.
Well,
Probably not like knowingly, but
definitely moving down here. When I was down here for that week, I felt like a whole different person, man.
Really?
It was like I felt refreshed. I didn't feel like, something was inside just holding me down. Like it was weird.
damn, I don't think I've ever talked to anybody about how that truly feels.
It's a whole different, and people are always like, turn that shit off.
Yeah, now it's me. God damn it.
But people are always like, my buddy, he grew up down here. Well, he was born up down here, and he moved up to Washington. He lived there for almost his whole life, and then when he hit high school, he moved back down here with his dad, and his senior year, his dad passed away, and he was going through a whole rough patch and everything. And the shitty thing is his grandpa passed away, and then 2 months later, his dad passed.
Fuck, dude, that's gotta be fucking hard
So
to deal with.
he was all sorts of fucked up, and
How old was he at the time?
20.
Oh, fuck. You like barely know what you're doing, and then that shit happens.
Yeah. And so he was actually that mechanic shop I was telling you about earlier that I started when I got down here.
Mm-hmm.
He was working there when all that shit happened. So he told him, he's like, hey, this is like what's going on. I need some time.
Mm-hmm.
He was really close with his grandpa too, and then his dad was shithoused in the desert, tripped over a rock, and knocked himself out.
See how fucking easy it is, dude? People take for granted how fucking easy it is to kill yourself or kill somebody when we're all fucking around drinking.
And a lot of people in life they're like, I don't know how to explain it, but I always tell people, I'm like, life is short.
Dude, literally a blink of an eye. It's cliche, but that's all it is.
And I mean, 2 years ago, I lost four people in the matter of 6 months. I'm like, you gotta be shitting me. I'm like, this is stupid.
Yeah.
And at the time, I was with Jess, so she was with me that whole time, every single time when I went to their funerals.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, she knew what was going on. She felt it and everything. And then her grandma died, and she had the same thing go on when she came back down here. And it was like, what is going on in the world?
Man, I've lost probably 5 people collectively over the last year and a half, and every time it happens, I don't want to say you're on the verge of building back up from the last one,
mm-hmm.
but you almost kind of are. And it's when that shit steps on you again, it's almost it's almost numbing, I mean, yeah, we have emotions and feelings towards it, but it's almost just well, fuck, like you said, what, god damn it, why?
Yeah. And so my grandma, she passed away in August, right after my birthday, and it's our busy season up there in Washington for the farmers, and I was like, hey, I gotta take this day off. I'm not asking for weeks off or a week off. I need to go to this funeral.
Mm-hmm.
And they almost didn't let me get it off because that's how busy it is out there. Farmer slave. I was working between 12 to 16-hour days during the summer.
During the summer?
Yeah.
How hot was it out there?
Our last summer, it got about 120.
With how much humidity?
I think it was like 6% humidity.
6%?
Yeah.
Oh no, that's damn close to here.
Yeah, it was. And well, the weird thing is like when where we worked, it was like we called it Mount McKay. So the company I worked for was called McKay Seed and Farm, and the elevation was 1,000 feet difference from regular. So we called it Mount McKay, and it'd be sunny everywhere around us and cloudy and rainy on us. But when it was sunny on us, it was cloudy and rainy everywhere else. So, and during winter, it like that was the nice thing about winter was, you know, if it was snowing in town, I wouldn't have to worry about the roads getting out to work. But when it's nice in town, I'd have to worry about the roads. So I mean, it's just
You're like, it's not shitting here, but it's shitting everywhere else.
And there was times where I'd have to go. I don't know. Have you ever been up to Spokane in Washington? No.
No, closest I've been is like Northern Cali.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like Sacramento. I haven't even been to Redwoods.
Really?
Yeah. So nothing useful. Sorry.
Well, so up by Spokane, there's this little town called Rosalia. We had a plant out there, and I'd go out there all the time and haul seed, and it's just a, you know, I'd leave there, it'd be all sunny, and I'd get out there, and it'd just be a shit show. And some days I hope for the shit show, because then I just drive out there for no goddamn reason because I couldn't do anything.
Right.
Because it's raining.
Yeah.
But
I have to ask. I know you've probably been asked a million times, but is the coffee really that fucking good out there?
coffee?
Yeah.
I've never heard that. I've never been asked that.
Isn't it Seattle? Is that, or am I thinking? Doesn't Seattle have isn't it known for coffee?
Oh, I don't know, man. I'm from BFE.
Well, now I get the chance to fucking look it up. Oh shit, it's on that one. Yeah, I thought. I don't know shit because I've never been there, but I'll find out right now.
I mean, we do have pretty good coffee. We have pretty good coffee out there, but you got to know where to go.
I think that's the thing is you got to know. Seattle's known for their coffee. See, I've always heard people always oh, if I go, I'll fucking send you coffee. I'm like, okay.
You know, for how many times I've been to Seattle, I've never had coffee there.
Huh. Well, maybe it's probably like you said, you got to know where to go.
Yeah.
I was trying to compare it to something out here, but I don't think we have anywhere where you have to know where to go. We have fast food and dive bars, so everybody's everywhere. Bombers and Dutch Bros. Fuck me.
What is it? Bikini Brews or something?
Bikini Bean.
Bikini Bean.
Yeah,
they're not bad.
They're not bad. It's a little different, but sure.
Well, up there, I mean, compared to what they have in Spokane,
Fair enough.
they have way more clothing on,
Yeah.
even when they're wearing their bikinis.
Yeah. I forget about the availability of the sun out here and what it does.
Well, up there, they'll be in the coffee shack.
Do you guys have bikini beans up there?
No, we have something called it used to be called Devil
She's
Brews.
the Jacket Shack.
So it used to be called Devil Brews, and every time it was topless Tuesday and Thursday. And
There's a coffee place?
yeah,
What the fuck?
straight up.
Well, you got my attention.
So you remember? I don't know if you were even coherent at this time at Country Thunder.
Perfect.
But when were you around when Katie came over to camp, the blonde one, when she came over to camp and she just had nipple stickers on?
No.
Oh.
I only saw her a couple of times, but that was not one of them.
She came over to wake Alex up.
I wasn't. I was probably still asleep.
I think you were sleeping in the camper.
Oh yeah, dude, on the floor.
but anyway, so they just had nipple piercings on, or Well, they did have nipple piercings on. But they just had nipple stickers and basically a G-string on. And, you know, that's used to be where my dad would take me to get some coffee.
No shit.
Straight up.
Wow.
I started going there when I was like, I don't know, 10.
I was gonna say fucking taught your ass early.
And then as I got older, we'd go up on weekends and go. He was a part of this group. It was called MTFU, Man the Fuck Up, or
I was like,
so that's what the group name was called. But then like people started bitching because it said Man the Fuck Up, so it got changed to Man the Family Up.
that's a hell of a twist.
Right.
Like, that's
So,
not really what we had in mind, but sure, we'll do it.
So we'd go up there on the weekends, and the group was to help out old folks, basically, like man the fuck up and go help somebody.
Oh, okay, wow.
And
I did not see that coming either.
I didn't when I first heard about it.
I was like, what does this group do?
But every time we went up on a Saturday, we'd always stop there, and I swear my dad knew every single barista chick that worked there.
I bet.
So every time we'd pull up, they'd have full tops on, and he'd ask for, you know, they'd ask for our drinks. We'd tell them, and then as she's handing us the drink, she was missing some clothes.
Whoops.
Every time, didn't fail. And I don't think my dad tipped him, every single time.
That feels rude.
Right. Well, my dad wasn't a very good person, in a sense. I mean, he was all right, but
Is he still alive?
oh yeah.
Yes, he sure is.
Well, so I have my biological dad, and then I have a guy I call dad.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've known him since my freshman year of high school,
Yep.
and I've learned more from him than I have my actual dad.
God, you would not believe how many fucking instances I hear that in.
And it's like,
It's a crazy thought.
it sucks to hear it when it sucks to say it and to hear it.
Just tell them to hang out in there for a second.
Where are they?
Here.
Oh, tell them to stay inside. They don't need to come out here. We're busy.
Yeah.
Grown up talk.
Give me. Tell them 20 minutes.
But he just taught me. He's the one that got me. I mean, I've always been a gearhead, but he's the one that taught me everything I know about diesel engines and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, he's just one of those guys that you're glad to have him around.
Yeah.
And
it's super weird how connections like that work, man, because I hear stories. I mean, like literally it's like 50% of the time is there's a good biological father in the picture, and that went the way it was supposed to. You know, life was planned that way and it happened that way. But then the other 50% of the time is I had to learn from my dad's mistakes, and somebody else kind of. I'm not going to say anything negligent because I don't think that's fair, because the connection is not your choice, but somebody else had a better connection and was able to teach you differently. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I really don't understand that, but it seems to be a really, it's really common, and I don't know.
well, so his last name's Log, and he used to be a trucker, and he used to do heavy haul. So he's still around, you know, he's still kicking the bush. He's defeated cancer twice. So, but, you know, for, like, I don't know, I guess in a sense of thanks for everything he's done for me, I'm going to get a truck, a semi, with it pulling a flag, and on the truck, it's going to say Log on it. And he trucked for 30 some odd years of his life doing heavy haul. He was married. His first wife, them two started the trucking company together, and then she got in a really bad wreck, like literally 300 yards away from the house.
Fuck.
And And then he married again after a couple years, and then she got into a really bad wreck. As later on down the road.
His new wife?
No.
Oh.
I mean, at the time she was new, but
Right.
it was his second. He's been married 3 times. So his first wife, they were high school sweethearts, and the road was weird. So it's the main road now, but it has almost a 90-degree turn in it, and you're going 50 miles an hour. And at the time, it was dirt. And she was coming around the turn, and it was a Dodge Cummins, first gen, was coming around the turn too, wasn't paying attention, and mind you, the steering in that Dodge was looser than a goose.
Probably.
And she's coming around, they're coming around. He's not paying attention, runs her off the road, and fucking fucks the whole truck up, and then but his second wife, that he had a double wide trailer, and he had 26 kids in that.
Hang on a minute. Did I hear that right?
Yes, he did.
How?
They weren't all his kids. He
I was
only
gonna-
has 2 blood kids.
I was gonna say, how do you accumulate that many children?
He only has 2 blood kids, and it was really he's the guy that, like, if you're in need and need help and you're young and you need to get on your feet a little,
Great. I was gonna say, it sounds like me.
he'll take you in. And you know, that's kind of what he
Sorry, talking shit about myself.
it's what he did. And you know,
That's not a bad thing at all. That's a pretty amazing quality.
and they all call him dad to this day, every single one of them.
That's fucking amazing.
And my mom and him dated, and how old's my mom? She's 44 now, and he's 68, and so this was 3 years ago, and when they were together, and that, you know, and I don't know, it's just he took me in like I was his blood kid,
Right.
and I was like, this is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Like, I actually have that guy in my life that, you know, actually wants me and wants to teach me things and doesn't just use me for shit.
It takes a special kind of human to be able to do that shit.
Right.
And in my opinion, there's a lot of different paths in life that you can take, or that life can take you, and regardless of how he was living or where he was living, that sounds like a fucking life well spent. You know what I mean? Like, if there's one way to make sure your fucking life was well spent and completely functional, that man fucking, he did a lot of fucking blessings.
Oh, yeah. No, he definitely did. And
At least 26.
yeah, it's just, and I've met every single one of them. Every single one of the kids that were in that house.
Really?
I met every single one of them.
That must be an experience.
And it's, well, I tell you what, they fucking, they were a pain in the ass. They call one of them, her name's Missa, and we call her Technical Missa because she's always fucking technical about everything. And you know, I did me a little oopsie once upon a time.
I did me a little oopsie.
And I tell you what, it was rodeo weekend, Memorial Day weekend, and you know, I was young and stupid. I mean, I'm still young and still stupid, just not as stupid. But yeah, I tell you, worst day of my life when she came out of that door and just started reaming my ass for what I did. And I was like, and I was like, but what about this and what about this? And she's like, well, technically, and I was like, oh shit.
Oh, fuck.
Like, I'm in deep shit now. But definitely an experience meeting all of them, and you know, being able to be a part of that family.
Damn, that's a crazy thought to try and, you know, I have fucking 3 siblings. I don't know what the fuck shit like that looks like. You know, it's it's a crazy world to be tossed into, but it's also got to be really heartwarming, you know?
I'll tell you what, it's one big ass family reunion.
So much beer.
We're not a beer family.
That's all right.
We're a Pendleton whiskey family.
Oh, okay. A little bit better. Well, there's a couple other things I want to talk to you about, but I think we're going to get cut short here.
Ladies whining.
Yep. So, I had a feeling that was going to happen, but that's okay. Can I get you in for round 2 at some point?
Oh yeah.
Okay. There's some stuff that I want to talk about. There's some stuff that, like, happened over Country Thunder. Some realizations and some shit that I kind of brought up to myself, and good stuff. All good shit.
All right.
But
I'm definitely down.
I want to hear a little bit more about you and your upbringing and shit like that. So
What made me who I am, basically.
I got to get into it somehow.
Gotta get into it. God
So-
damn it. God damn it.
I'll get there. But for now, I got to find my mouse. There it is.
It's on the other screen
Yeah.
over there.
It was over there. It was like, oh, shit. Is there anything that you want to plug before we step out?
What do you mean plug?
Is there anything that you'd like to advertise for yourself or for anything like I'm about to plug the shit out of all my medias?
No.
Okay. Well,
You'll have to explain that after.
Oh.
Explain it some more.
no biggie. No biggie.
What are you talking about?
For all the normal listeners, you guys already know the drill. Like, follow, subscribe. Smack that fucking button for me. Let's help get those numbers up a little bit. We've been doing this for a year and a half now, and I'm hoping for a little bit more expansion soon, and you guys are going to be the ones to fucking help me. So, as always, like, follow, subscribe, listen on Spotify, Apple Podcast, YouTube, wherever the fuck you listen. I can get you there. And any comments, questions, or concerns, you can also comment on any one of those platforms, which is pretty cool now. Spotify, you can leave questions.
Really?
Yeah, Spotify's doing this real cool thing now where they're doing read-alongs for people who are hearing impaired, so you can follow the captions.
Yeah, I think you said that the other night.
Yeah. And they're gonna start doing. There's a word for it, and it's gone now. They're gonna start doing transcripts in different languages.
Oh yeah.
So keep an eye out for that, folks. If you guys are reading along, it's gonna be acceptable for you to read along in a different language, which is fucking awesome. They're working on it, but meversusmeinfo@gmail.com for any questions other than that. And sorry for the short episode, but we'll talk to you soon. Love you.